Welcome to the Own It by Kamisha podcast, where growth begins with accountability. My name is Kamisha, and I help women grow in their personal lives and develop in their professional lives God's way. Now, one of the assignments that God has given me, let me put this on. One of the assignments God specifically called me to was to help women and to help women develop character, to help women um, with integrity, to help heal the hearts of women. And I do not know how I ended up here in teaching people or helping women to leave their 9 to 5. And I truly believe it's in alignment with what God is doing through me for women. But something that God is keep highlighting is the fact that women are tired. Like, women are exhausted. Women are just, they're burned out. It's a lot of weight that women are carrying on their shoulders, and they're doing it alone. And I know some people who have husbands, some people who are in relationships, the weight still falls on women. So most people try to attack the issue. Most people try to attack the problem at hand. The issue is trauma. It's mentality. It's our mindset. It's the way that we think. It's who we are. I would never forget when I was in a long-term relationship, I was frustrated with the relationship because it just wasn't going as the way that I wanted to go. We were having issues and dealing with certain things, but the Lord tapped me on my shoulder and he told me to work on me, like get me to, before I can point the finger at anybody, I need to get Kamisha together. So that's when the Lord began to start working on my heart. He began to start working on my ways, the way I think. A lot of times we want to point the finger at other people, but the true question is, why are we attracting these type of people? Why are we surrounding ourselves with certain types of people? Why is the certain type of people coming back into your life? So we have to pay attention to our own hearts, our own ways, before we can start pointing the finger. But as far as, like, and I know I'm all over the place because this was not planned, but the Lord is allowing me to do this from a perspective of pulling women out of their 9 to 5s. And pulling you guys out of your 9 to 5 through journaling is going to put you in relationship with him and align you with your purpose, with your calling, and the things that you need to be fulfilled within this earth, the things that you need to fulfill the assignment on your life. It's not the men, y'all. Let me take that back. It's not solely the men. We play a pivotal role in everything that's happening around us. But the problem is, a lot of us don't want to take accountability. So we are stuck in this place of unfulfillment. We are stuck in this place of bondage because we don't want to work on our hearts. These men, we are carrying the weight of these men because of our own lack of accountability. We don't want to get the healing. So when we don't get the healing we need, we choose out of our bondage. We choose out of our lack. So the Lord is wanting us to be pulled out of these 9 to 5 systems because, one, that's never the way that it was intended for it to be. Go to work when it's dark outside and then you come home and it's still dark outside. Something's not right with that. It's no amount of money that can pay a person to live that type of lifestyle for the rest of their life. Okay. So God is allowing me to do this from the perspective of the 9 to 5 because he needs your undivided attention. And with you working a 9 to 5, he can't get your undivided attention because you go to work, You come home, you're focused on everything but what he has called us to, everything but what he has told us to do. And a lot of us, we're seeking God for so many promises, but it's hard for him to get to us because we are distracted. And a lot of us are distracted by our 9 to 5s. So we need to be pulled out. I don't know how I cannot stop saying it. Our freedom is on the outside of this system, y'all. One of the biggest issues is the attack on families. The attacks on There is an attack on the family dynamic. That's why we see so many we don't see two-parent households, and if we do see two-parent households, they're not healthy. So God is trying to mend his children. He's trying to mend these families. And a big part of that is distraction. And the distraction is leading back to the 9 to 5 because we don't have enough time for God. He's not pulling the full blame on us because he understands what we're going to. He understands how hard they have made it for us to thrive, to be successful, to be at liberty. So he's using me as a vessel. It's like people are waiting for this big boom to happen, this big thing for God to just come down, and we see the glory of God in a physical, natural way. But God's just like, no, I left you with everything you need down here. We have the authority, the power to bring heaven down to earth. God gave us that authority. He gave us all power over the enemy. It's all right here in the palm of our hand. The problem is we don't want to renew our minds. We don't want anybody telling us anything. We don't want to take accountability, but your freedom is right. Most of our freedom is right in our house. It's right in our home. And I've said that a couple of times. But the key that you need to break free is truly, it's within you. You already got it. It's the part is y'all don't want to move and everybody expecting this big thing to happen. My life changed because of something that I had in my home. Do y'all not hear me? And that was simply journaling to God. Nobody came to rescue me. Nobody came to save me. It was my heart posture, my faith, and my trust in God. That is what is going to save y'all. Y'all looking for this big business, these, oh, I got to get money. I got to get money. God don't need your money. He don't need their money. That's their money. These high interest loans, these high interest credit cards. Why do y'all believe that God is going to use something that can hurt you to free you? It don't make sense. Money was never the issue. It has always been the mindset of the people. Think about the children of Israel, how they was brought out of Egypt. God was taking them to the promised land. He was leading them to the promised land. He showed them miracles that he never showed any generation before to this day, but they still lack faith. They still lack trust. They still did not change their mind. So God is wanting us to change our minds.